Welcome to the next edition of Between Two Vines. Today, I have Principal Heer with me, Principal of Rossi Elementary School. So nice to see you today.
Nice to see you.
All right, excellent. I have a few questions for you. So I just want to get to know you a little better and talk to you about some of your highlights in your career. So let's just start with what motivated you to become a school administrator?
I taught in the district various levels from high school, middle school, preschool, special ed, regular ed, and I felt that the impact I had with my students, I could then expand it upon staff members and community members, and just aspired to make a bigger difference in Vineland Public Schools. I'm a graduate from Vineland, and just wanted to give back.
Excellent. How many years have you been principal of Rossi School?
6 years when we converted it from middle to elementary. Prior to that, I was at Max Lichter, and then prior to being a principal, I was a vice principal.
Excellent.
So at the end of this year is 35 years in Vineland.
35 years in Vineland. Excellent career.
Am I saying my age? I don't know.
So, Rossi Elementary has such a positive vibe. How would you describe the culture of this building?
I think we are like a family, and I think that it was definitely intentional. Again, 6 years ago, when they closed Max Lichter and they closed Johnstone, all of us had to come together to convert Rossi from middle to elementary. And it was a big task. I feel that I spent a lot of time making sure that the staff felt like they were had a voice here at Rossi, that they were heard, that the students felt welcomed. It was a big transition, but now moving forward, I feel that our positive vibe goes pretty deep. And some of the things that we do for culture, we have multiple assemblies where we go off a portrait of a graduate with our competencies, and every month we have a WISE assembly. We inspire someone every day. We do Caught Being Good, where if we see a student is caught being good, we acknowledge that, as well as a staff member. We have a wooden nickel store where they earn little wooden nickels and then they can spend their nickels in the store. So I think that all ties into culture.
That's excellent. Thank you for describing that, because every time we visit, if one of my cabinet members, myself, or board members, everyone always remarks on just the sense of pride in the building and the connectivity between staff. So it's just really powerful. You can feel it when you walk into the building. Oh, and it takes a lot of work to do this, right? So you mentioned some of the activities that you put into place. Any other strategies that you use to help foster a positive learning environment for the students? I applied for a grant for 4 different years with Apple Farms. So my fear was our 5th graders that came the very first year went to a different elementary school, kindergarten through 4th grade, and now they had to transition and for 1 year go to a different school. Mm-hmm. So if you walk the halls, we have multiple murals that the kids actually created, and we tied it in with language arts. Mm-hmm. So it depends on which mural you're looking at. But for the first class of 5th grade that attended Rossi, they were leaving a legacy. So we created a tree, and they each created a leaf, and what did they want their legacy to be here at Rossi. So I think that's how we got the buy-in as well, to make them feel comfortable, as well as parents. Sometimes it's scary if your child's going to a new school and you don't know the staff and you don't know the administration. And I welcome parents in. I feel that, it's all about listening to them and hearing them, as well as all the other things that we do. We have WISE ambassadors, safety patrol. We have a strong after-school club activities. We have art club and we have garden club. We have, coding club. So I think that what we offer here, like all of our schools in the district, is not only a stellar education, but also a social, emotional learning piece. That's right.
How does your school recognize and celebrate student achievement?
I feel at Rossi we celebrate that by multiple student spotlights with bulletin boards, whether their achievement is something socially or academically. We do great work with our instructional coach, our intervention specialists. Our NJSLA scores were phenomenal throughout from last year. And we have morning announcements where we acknowledge their achievements. I think that we celebrate everything that the child does here, whether it's academic or social achievement.
That's right. You definitely get that sense when you walk around the building that you celebrate as many kids as possible through a variety of means, whether it's academic or social emotional, whatever it may be, extracurricular achievements as well. So how can parents in the community get better engaged into the school to help support the mission of Rossy Elementary?
We have a parent homeroom through our PTO. So parents are always welcome to come in. We have multiple guests that come in and either read to the students. Some of them are volunteers to be the homeroom parent, to run organized events. We have the public also comes in for our WISE assemblies. We have different speakers depending on what the actual competency is that we're working on. So parents, I have a wide open door, so they're always welcome to come in. And I feel that part of administration is that everyone wants to be heard. We welcome all parents here.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. As you reflect on your career, you know, you had, I believe, 35 years of time in the district, and you're also a graduate of the high school. What advice do you have for this next generation of students and then who may end up coming back to work in Vineland? What advice do you have for those?
I think that you have to be fair. I think that you have to try your best, and I really believe in communication. Even I tell my own children, if there's an issue or if you're having a problem or if you need help with something, don't hesitate to ask, because silence is the deadly killer. That I had a fabulous education here at Vineland. I would put it up against any other school district, as well as my career here with the students and the staff. So I think that my overall advice is to be communicative, try your best, and if you have an issue, voice it to someone. Don't hold it in.
That's wonderful. Well, that's great advice. Communication and advocate for yourself, right?
Right, correct.
Because you need to help chart your own path, which you have done here in Vineland. It's been a pleasure getting to know you a little better. I'm looking forward to coming back in the future and having an opportunity to see your students in action as you continue to celebrate their achievements and the parent and the community's engagement in your building. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.